Andy with Blue Collar Corner. We're here in Midtown Manhattan at the aftermath of the Columbus Day Parade. I'm here with Susan Kone, and Susan is running against Gerry Naddler out of District 8. And that encompasses quite a bit of Manhattan. You have all of downtown, you have Hell's Kitchen, and you also have parts of Brooklyn. So for everybody out there, that's quite a bit of territory. Now, Susan, you're relatively a newcomer to the game. What has brought you here in this race to come against a guy who's been at this game for almost 30 years?
Because my neighbors are very upset. And the exciting news is that I'm on the verge, because they're so upset, I'm on the verge of staging a major and historic upset.
Well, there is quite a bit of anger out there at the incumbents right now. And this is a great shot right here for the underdog to take down some very, very high-powered politicians.
Absolutely. The study that we did internally is nothing short of astonishing. I have significantly less resources than Mr. Naddler, and in this very highly Democratic district, I've pulled the race with the wind at my back. I've made it a 12-point race. And,
so you got 12 points, within 12 points right now.
Yes, and we're confident that with the help and continued inspiration of the citizens of the district and the citizens of the country, that we can win this race. This district has become America's district. It's so symbolic. It's the district of Ground Zero, which is the current center of the mosque controversy. It is the district in which Times Square is located, and that is the site of the most recently averted terrorist attack. It's the site of also Times Square, the epicenter of our culture, the site of Ellis Island, where so many of our ancestors came to find a better life for their families, and the district of Wall Street, the symbol of American capitalism and prosperity, as well as the symbol of our Statue of Liberty. And I think an uphill victory here by a strong American would be important for the American psyche. And send a valuable message to those seeking to do us harm.
You know, I think that's a great point. You talk about being the underdog, especially now. I mean, we're in a situation where the ruling class has been just steamrolling right over the middle class. We've been getting drowned out of the conversation totally. And this whole, the issues that you brought up, the mosque issue, the terror trial issue, I believe these issues transcend everything. To me, if they are allowed to build this mosque down at Ground Zero, what's to stop them from doing anything to us?
You know, I couldn't agree more. I've been very involved in listening to my neighbors about their concerns of this insensitive choice of location of the mosque. And what I think is really important is that my opponent, the 29-year career politician Gerald Naddler, who, sad to say, has become one of them, and now puts a special political interest ahead of our community's interest, and not only had come out in support of this mosque, and not listening to our neighbors, and not listening to us, and not respecting our sensitivities, but has proceeded to demonize us and to call us shameful, and hateful, and divisive, and that's just totally inappropriate. And I want to be a congresswoman that truly gives meaning to the word representative, and that listens to her constituents.
That's true, because right now I believe we're living in a time where the people are actually afraid of the government. We are afraid of what's coming next, what's coming down the pike next. And if we fear the government, there is tyranny. It should be the other way around.
Absolutely.
It should be the government fearing us. That's when you have liberty and freedom. Now, Susan, you came from the private sector, and you also came from an area where you actually find jobs for people in the real world, not this government bubble. Would you like to add anything of those?
Absolutely. You know, my background is I help people find jobs, and I help businesses grow and thrive. And I think we need good people to stand up, good people from the real world to enter government, citizen soldiers just to go in and help to solve the problems, the daunting problems that confront us, and then to return to the private sector, not these career politicians. And that's what I intend to do. You know, Andy, I look in the eyes of the children of my life, and I have to know that I tried, that I did everything that could be done. And as you said, this is not not a partisan issue, not an ideological issue. This is a quintessentially American issue. If we do not regain prosperity, we lose opportunity and we lose the American dream for all of our children. If we do not have our security, our national security, we may very well lose our lives or our liberty, in which case all other debates will be rendered meaningless.
I agree. Well, Susan, I want to thank you for your time. We'll be talking to some of the people here at the parade, some very generous people who signed on to our 9/11 Hard Hat Pledge, pledging not to participate in the building at the mosque down at Ground Zero. Now, I'd just like to say thank you, all of you out there, for coming to the site. Susan, thank you so much for talking with Blue Collar Corner. Good luck and God bless.